Hello and welcome to the review of Manchester United and Everton, where Manchester United have horribly been beaten 3-0. I've got Sati and Mark from the United stand to discuss this game. I mean, that was quite a bad defeat, wasn't it, Mark? I mean, we've been beaten quite easily there by, although Everton have been playing better lately, not a pretty average Everton side this season, and I thought we'd do better today. We really haven't defended very well at all, and we haven't really created any chances and worked Tim Howard at all today. I really was disappointed with that performance, wasn't you?
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there, Daniel. I mean, I didn't really realise it naively until the second half that we actually hadn't created anything. And probably like you guys, I was tweeting stuff out during the game saying, I really thought we started off really well, possession. We keep going to places like Goodison Park and Anfield, and obviously Chelsea last week were unfortunate, and we're dominating these teams. They are parking the bus at their home ground. But today was different because we just didn't create anything. I was really disappointed. I think they went 1-0 up. Fellaini missed that sitter. Obviously, I'm not Fellaini's biggest fan, but it's not about hate. I just think today he just showed that he's just not a first-team player. But the problems today were that Di Maria comes on and he's just not getting the game, so he's not sharp. Falcao's just never going to work out. But I agree with you. I think we're just really disappointing, especially we were saying just before we came on air to let 3 goals in, because that goal difference thing could still come back and bite us. But it was 3 bad errors. Everton parked the bus. It was smash and grab. But unlike last week, where I thought we lost the game and we really deserved to win it, we didn't deserve to get anything out of today. I don't know what you think.
No, I don't think we deserve to get anything out of it. How do you see it, Sati? I mean, it was a horrible defensive display there. I mean, that first goal. I mean, I don't know how you saw the defending there in the box. I mean, I think Paddy McNair could have done better there. I mean, he swung a leg at it and completely missed it when he went through. I thought that was pretty bad defending there. I mean, I've been impressed with Paddy McNair, but I would like to see how he gets on in a run of games for Manchester United. But overall, the defending was pretty poor today, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought defending from the first minute to the last minute, I thought we just weren't good enough, and I think the third goal really shows that, especially when the offside trap's gone, and then you think that was safe, the offside's going to go, but then you see what's his name, Valencia, who doesn't do the best of marking on Mirallas, I think it was. That basically wrapped up our day, because it shows what we weren't good enough. And when you get beat 3-0 against Everton, there's got to be questions asked. The team selection, you can't really blame Van Gaal, because whenever that team's played, it's most likely worked. There's just one player missing, which was Michael Carrick, and it showed how good he has been when he's played. So, just for me, I thought we could have done better, but at the end of the day, we deserved to get beat. But at the end of the day, we could have taken something away from the game. I thought there was a lot of positives there, but they just weren't as big as they were against Chelsea, where Chelsea thought we were a better team. Performance was a lot better. But today, Everton, they played well. Fair play to them. They genuinely deserve the 3 points. But I thought, some of the players need to be criticised for that performance, because they just weren't good enough. And when you play for Manchester United, probably the biggest club in the world, there's got to be questions asked of your performance, especially when Antonio Valencia thinks he's saved by the offside trap and gets, Mirallas goes and scores. But yeah, there's got to be questions asked about that performance.
Yeah, I don't think the team selection for me was too bad. I mean, we've obviously got some injuries there at the back. I mean, Chris Smalling's been the mainstay at the back lately, but obviously Paddy McNair's having to come in because Phil Jones is again still injured, and I don't know what's up with Rojo. But I thought bringing Falcao on for me just didn't work. I just didn't see why he was bringing him on. I would have personally probably brought Robin van Persie on. I just don't think that this season Falcao has done enough. I don't know where you saw the substitutions, Mark. I mean, I really was surprised to see him come on. I mean, I wasn't surprised to see Fellaini go off, but I just don't think Falcao's done nowhere near enough, and he did nothing really when he come on. And admittedly, the team wasn't great today, but he hasn't been performing when he's been given the chance at all lately, has he?
No, and I think the substitutions all season for Louis Van Gaal have been really odd. I joked on my post-match review that I expected him to bring Blackett on for Rooney, because he just seems to make silly decisions like that. But lack of urgency in the last 10 minutes against Chelsea last week, when we were only 1-0 down, we could have got a point there. I mean, the game was lost today, but I would have put Robin van Persie on. I mean, he's been on the bench twice. He came on for the last 5 minutes when the game was lost today. I just don't see what you get with Falcao. I don't know what the situation is with James Wilson. As far as I'm aware, he's fit. So why is he not involved in it? It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. Yes, so I agree. Falcao, I'm not his biggest fan. I thought he would turn it around because he did used to be a really good player, but those days are gone. I don't know whether it's the Premier League pace or injury. I think it's probably injury, but as soon as he comes on and Di Maria as well, I just felt the game fizzled out. They for whatever reason they're mentally just not there for me.
Yeah, I mean he's gone worse than probably Heskey now. Falcao, he's been really bad, and I personally don't want him to stay really. But he wasn't the only bad performer in this game. I mean, I didn't think Wayne Rooney was good at all today, and Juan Mata was obviously quiet. Do you think that was a problem, Sati? I mean, none of the forwards really performed well today. I mean, Rooney hasn't scored now in a few games. I know last week he was employed more in midfield, and second half he dropped deeper, but he didn't really have a great game either. I mean, I don't think it's been the best of seasons from Wayne Rooney, but I don't know how you saw the forwards, but they didn't really perform well at all, did they today? There was just nothing up front really.
Yeah, I thought Wayne Rooney, I don't think he had the best of his game because, he against Everton, he never seems to do well. It's strange to see that because you think of the backline that they've got, Jagielka's getting old, but he isn't the best. Stones is a good, young centre defence player, but I just don't see Rooney. He didn't do anything today. I just thought he went missing, a bit like Mata. He went missing, and Mata goes missing in quite a few away games. It's become a thing now, and I thought when Di Maria Falcao came on, Falcao, he's just not going to work out for him. But Di Maria, I thought he went a bit better than what Mata was delivering in, because Mata was delivering crosses that were just going down to the byline and nothing was happening. That's what Mata was doing. And the same with Young. I was expecting Di Maria to come on for Young because Young, he didn't have the best of games. He just did a couple of step overs and got past his man. But he very, very rarely got past his man. And against Aaron Lennon, I think he got out-muscled. And that's saying something. But yet again, Fellaini, he went missing. I just thought that one chance, if he scored that, yes, it would have been a completely different game because I think it would have been 1-1 then. But it was a quality chance for Mirallas. And there's just many times in the game where we thought we could have upped our game a bit more. I thought when they scored it, they had 5 minutes of absolutely, all the players were going in for tackles. David Beam was getting charged down, Smalling, McNair, everyone was getting charged down, and Everton were up for it for 5 minutes, and then it died down, and we actually controlled the game, got a lot more possession, and our big name players didn't show up today, and that's got to be some kind of concern when you have the likes of Wayne Rooney, Di Maria, Falcao all on the pitch, Mata. It's saying something. We can't beat them, and we lose 3-0. I think 3-0 was a bit harsh, but yeah, again, when you're not good enough, you're going to get beat.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, moving forward, I mean, we've got some other winnable games coming up, so I'm still confident that we're going to finish in the top four. I know some people might think it's a bit crazy that we could still miss out, but we've got West Brom up next. I don't know how you see things going from here, Mark. Do you think we're going to be all right in that fourth spot, or can we still finish higher? I mean, I don't know what. I mean, Man City have still got some tough games coming up away at Tottenham. Still got Swansea and Southampton to play, so we could still get that third spot, which is what I really want. And I said earlier on the season I thought third or fourth spot. If we can finish third and then build on that for next season, that would be great, wouldn't it?
It would, yeah. I think I mean, I don't know whether you watch our show, but Alex is on there. He's very enthusiastic about Falcao and second place. I think he was even talking about the title. But I'll be honest, I'm not a greedy person. I'll be absolutely ecstatic with fourth place because I think at times this season it's looked unlikely. So although third or second would be great, I'll be happy with fourth. I think actually losing today is hopefully just going to be one of those things, and we'll come back. I can't see us not beating West Brom at home. I know they'll park the bus, but our home record is really good. Arsenal at home, who knows? I think we'll beat them at home. So that's 6 points. I think we need 8 to be sure, and that's if Liverpool win all their games. And you'd fancy us against Palace or Hull away. Look at our team. We should be getting the points there. So I think we'll do it. I think actually more significant this weekend was Liverpool's result yesterday against who did they draw with? Was it Hull? West Brom, yeah, they drew West Brom. Yeah, so I think that's more significant because if that 2 points, so that's only 2 points, would have put them a bit closer to us. I didn't want Chelsea to win today because they've got Liverpool soon, and we need that Liverpool-Chelsea game to matter to Chelsea because they might just swing it to Liverpool. They've done it in the past, so I'm confident we're going to get fourth, and I think we should be happy with that at the end of the day. Third or second, like you say, Daniel, would be absolutely fantastic. We could have done that, but I don't know whether you're going to touch on it, but the Carrick thing is just ridiculous. I think since he went off against Man City in that 2 minutes, and then the last 2 games, we've let 5 goals in, and we've conceded. We've not scored any, and his importance is what worries me, because he never used to get injured, and now he gets injured quite regularly. But our record without him is abysmal.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know most of us are all massive Carrick fans, but what I'm hoping is we can just get that top 4 now and just build on it for next season. I mean, a massive summer's coming up, a really important time for the club, because if we can spend another 150 million and he can. Louis van Gaal can get in some real world-class players now, being back in the Champions League. I know we've got some world-class players in this summer, but add some more to the team. We can really build on this. I don't know, Sati, if you've got any other thoughts you want to add before we finish up. I mean, we should now be confident of seeing it off and hopefully build on it for next season, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I think, like Mark said, I think anything above 4th is, a bonus, because at the beginning of the season, we all just wanted to get back in Champions League. After David Moyes, that was probably the worst season, you could have dreamt for, 7th place. And coming back from that, we've just genuinely built this solid momentum going into these last couple of games against City, Liverpool, and Tottenham. I just thought we were excellent then. Against Chelsea, not many people expected us to go there and get the 3 points. It was only because of our late run of form, everyone expected us to get at least a point. But things happen. Today just wasn't one of them days. I just thought we were very, Everton exposed us very easily. And I saw Mark's review, and someone said that Gundogan would come in and be a like-for-like replacement for Carrick. And I think that's a great idea, because today, if Gundogan was playing today, I think we could have genuinely dealt with Everton a lot easier. And I think those places in that midfield where Herrera was going forward, and you also saw Daley Blind out of position, and there was just a massive gap in that midfield. It was just as if Everton would just easily just get in the ball and play to Lukaku, and he's got McNair, which he can easily outpass. And Smalling had a very good game, but Lukaku against Smalling, I think you'd fancy Lukaku, and it just was one of them days. And the space provided for Everton, we just literally handed them 3 points. But fair play to Louis van Gaal. When he started with that selection, that's won the last 4 or 5 games on the trot before the Chelsea game. Obviously, you're going to go over it, and fair play. It just wasn't our day, to be fair.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I didn't want to see us lose, but I mean, I don't want us to get too confident going into the summer transfer window. I want us to get as many players in as we do possibly need to claim that title back. Hopefully next season, if we can push on. I think we've covered pretty much everything. Thanks, Mark, for coming on. Do you want to just tell everyone where they can find you on Twitter and YouTube?
I think you're still mute.
You're still on mute.
This is the problem when you're not the presenter yourself. I've got my overlay there, so you should be able to see my Twitter thing. Obviously, with the United Stand, we're on at 9 o'clock Sunday night and Thursday night, and hopefully we'll get Daniel on very soon. Follow us, and it's great to come onto another channel and be a guest, because that's where it all started for me. So it's nice to come back and do it. Thanks for having me on.
That's all right. Thanks for coming on. You can come on any time you want. And Sati, do you want to just remind everyone where they can find you again?
I'm on Twitter. The United Man just got I've still got my own YouTube channel, The United Man. Cheers for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. We'll probably be back again sometime in the week to discuss the next home game against West Brom at Old Trafford. And till then, let us know your thoughts in the comments box below on the game, anything related to Manchester United, and we will talk to you all again soon.